What's up, Amendo, my dear friends? In this video, I want to show how I set up my drones. Some of you has requested me to show how I set up my drones. So I have built a CineWhoop here and I'm ready to set it up. It's just been built and it's not been set up. So first we need to plug it to computer. Then we have to open Betaflight software. And first what I like to do is to update my FC. So to do that we need to see the target and memorize the target and go to update firmware. In the upper dropping menu you have to choose your target. I recommend doing full cheap erase. Then you gotta press load firmware online. Wait until your computer downloads it and then you have to press flash firmware. Once you reconnect your quad, you will get a warning with the following problems. Accelerometer is enabled but it's not calibrated. You just need to calibrate accelerometer. So I usually keep my quad on the floor. It's definitely a better choice than calibrating it on the table. Cross-check if your drone is acting exactly same like it's acting in the picture. After that I would like to go to ports tab and configure my UARTs. So to know which UARTs you have to configure, you need to open your diagram and check where have you soldered, to which UART have you soldered your receiver and VTX. So I have soldered my receiver to UART 1 and my VTX to UART 3. So I did save and reboot and now my settings have been saved. Next I go to configurations. The ESC which I use is supporting bidirectional D-shot. So I know that my motor have 12 poles and some of the motors have 14 poles. So you need to calculate that. And I would like to increase motor idle throttle value. Also I choose motor direction is reversed. This option will not reverse your motors. It's just so that your software knows that you have reversed the motors. Also I would like to choose 4 kHz speed loop frequency because again this is a CineWhoop and it doesn't need so much frequency. I do maximum arm angle as 180. This helps you to arm in any position of your quad and you don't need absolute flat surface to arm your quad. Next goes the craft name. This is absolutely unnecessary. In receivers tab I choose crossfire because I have crossfire. In features I'm disabling soft serial and also I'm disabling air mode because it's a CineWhoop. CineWhoops doesn't require air mode. Air mode is mostly used for freestyle quads. Air mode will help you to stabilize your quad when it's dropping down on zero throttle, and in CineWhoop we usually don't do dives. So but also there's a disadvantage of air mode is your quad overreacts to everything, even small touch. I also switch on RX lost and RX set. This option helps you to use your motors as a beeper. So if you don't have a beeper, you can use your motors by switching on these two toggles. cross-check quickly if everything is fine. So in power and battery tab, I usually don't change anything. In beat tuning, I'm switching off D-mean and increasing anti-gravity gain up to 10 and hitting save. I will explain later why am I doing this. Next is receivers tab. To check if your receiver is set properly, I plug my quad to the battery, switch on my radio and see if quad reacts to it. And yes, the quad is reacting to it, but as I see my roll and throttle and other channels is mixed up, so I need to change it from AETR to TAER because I know this is the setup for my radio, and hit save. Yeah, now my throttle is fine and roll and pitch and yaw, everything is proper. So for RSSI channel I set AUX 8. Next I would like to check motors if it is even spinning, and yes, the motors are spinning fine. Next is the time to set up modes. It's just like programming buttons of your radio. I would like to check the directions of the motors. To know which direction it's spinning, I'm using any kind of piece of paper or anything that can indicate the direction of the motors. So what I do is memorize which motor spins in the wrong direction. So next I go to Bill Haley Suite 32 is because my ESC supports Bill Haley 32. So then I start changing directions of the motors one by one. So check again. Yeah, now my motor spins in the right direction. Next is OSD. OSD is everyone's personal preference, so I'm not gonna show you how I set up my OSD. Video transmitter. This tab is required for those who have smart audio, but I'll show you how to set it up later. So now I would like to tune my quad a little bit by going to Betaflight tuning notes 4.2, and I will search for in GitHub there's a presets for all kind of drones, and I'm interested in cinematic preset because it works the best with Cinewhoops. I just copy these values. Also check the recommendations down. For example, disable D-mean, set D about 20% above P, and all these recommendations might help you to create the smoothest Cinewhoop. So you just paste it in CLI, hit enter, and again type save and hit enter again. So next is setting up smart audio VTX settings. So for that I'm going to Quadcopters where I purchased my VTX, and I saw there's a link for VTX table. So I press that link and I get a document where you can find all AKK VTX tables. So I'm particularly interested in AKK X2 Ultimate non-US version. So you just copy all these values and you can just copy these values and just paste it in CLI and hit enter, and type save and hit enter again. So once you open video transmitter tab again, you will see that all the values has been added, and it saves so much of hassle by typing it manually. So now you don't need to use the button on the VTX, you can just do it from here or even from your Betaflight menu in your goggles. So now everything seems to be set up, and I just need to assemble my quad and I'm ready for maiden flight.
Welcome to Tango 2, flight mode Agro.
That's it guys, and thank you for watching my video. I hope you liked it, and if you liked it you can hit like button. If you don't like it, you can hit dislike button. See you in the next video.